What's up, guys? Sulaiman Shah here. Welcome back to another Talk About show with Sulaiman. I'm your host, Sulaiman Shah. Here goes another episode. Now, if you guys seen all of them, like Overwatch, William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, well, we got more coming up because today is actually we're gonna talk about something interesting. Dear Sulaiman, just fake. Can you talk about Martin Luther King Jr.? Yeah. He was the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was actually most important right in the civil rights movement. But it was sad because it was hard to believe that in America in the 20th century was really bad. In many different countries, the black people weren't allowed to sit with the white people in restaurants, schools, or even bathrooms. Like the blacks would be colored and the white be white. And then this was called segregation, separating blacks and whites. It was called segregation. It was under the Jim Crow laws too. But he grew up with all that inequality. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in 1929 to a middle-class family in Atlanta, Georgia. Both his grandfather and his dad were pastors at a local church. He was a good kid, and he attended. It's hard to believe. Him and his father, his grandfather and his father were both pastors in a local church. And then when he was high school, he moved to and then after he attended high school, there he went to go sit with white. He went to the bus and he saw black people and white people were allowed to mix up in a bus. But then in 1 year, the black people refused to ride the bus over a year. And Martin Luther King Jr. moved to Montgomery, Alabama, to his wife Coretta and Phil. He became a pastor and a good leader of the church. And then one day, a girl named Rosa Parks was arrested to refuse to give her seat to a white person. Then King boycotted the Montgomery bus system. Yeah, and I told you that lots of blacks refused to ride the bus over a year. But then in 1956, the Supreme Court law, they banned segregated buses. And Martin Luther King Jr. had so many speeches in that. And then, the famous was on the March on Washington in 1963. 1960, spoiler alert, that's when Kennedy died. My fault. But then Ken announced, "I have a dream." He said, "One day, white farm in Alabama, little black girls and little white girls, black girls and little black boys will be able to join hands with little white girls and white boys and sisters and brothers. I have a dream today." Yeah, that's some of it. It's called a "I Have a Dream" speech. It's about when he wanted black and whites to be together instead of separated and stuff. But he was also arrested for things in 1964 and 1965. But he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize award. But other than the cops kept beating up the blacks. And so that's what I'm talking about. It's not right to do this. It's not right to make fun of blacks and browns. It's not right. It's rude, and so it's just not right. That's I want to do something else. In 1968, he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. The killer was named James R.O.A. He was captured a month later, but Martin Luther King Jr. was only 39 when he died. He faced the civil isolation. Today, we thank Martin Luther King Jr. for letting the whites and the blacks and the browns together instead of split. Because if it was split right now, then that would be really weird, and it would be kind of sad and mean for those. Alright, thank you all for watching the Talk About. I'll see you next time for tomorrow's Talk About. It's gonna be a really interesting one. So I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope you liking the Talk About things. I bet you guys saying, "Oh, Sulaiman Shah, he does on his channel just vlog and stuff." These are actually full vlogs. I'm vlogging myself talking about famous people. I'm not doing those 0 minute stuff. So if you've seen my yesterday's video, I couldn't do it because I had a friend over named Thomas, so I couldn't record the Talk About show. I could have showed you something. I could have talked about someone else, but I had to talk about that. Sorry, I'll talk about someone good. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you next time on Sulaiman Shah the Talk Show.